All right, so we know avocados are super good for us, but have you ever had them like this? I'm going to be showing you how to make stuffed avocados. I cut 2 large avocados in half and I'm just taking out the seed. And please don't try this at home because they were just not agreeing with me trying to get this seed out. Like, be super careful, but I made it work. Next, I'm scooping out the avocado, most of it out of the shell, and I'm just leaving a little bit of the layer at the bottom. The seasonings you use are going to be so important in this recipe. I'm using kendo spice because it's my favorite. It has nori flakes in it and ashwagandha and a lot of good other herbs. I'm going to put the link in the description. So right now I'm just going in with some heart of palm. I'm cutting it up. This is going to be the star and the filler of our stuffed avocados. And you can pretty much add in whatever veggies that you want. Ones that are going to taste good, obviously not cooked. So I'm just going in with tomatoes. I got some red onions for color. I also chose to put some jalapeños in just for some extra spice. That is totally optional. You can just sub for bell peppers, sweet mini peppers if you'd like. I think those will work super good. Once again, going in with more seasoning. And this seasoning does not have salt, so I'm going pretty heavy in on it. Now, when we make the sauce, that's going to have a little salt in it, so that's why I'm not like worried about the salt right now in the filler. Now for our sauce. I'm using aquafaba juice, which is basically just chickpea water. When you drain the chickpeas, you can definitely save the juice and blend it up and add some seasonings like I just did. I just added some ground mustard. And you see how that just blends up into like a white creamy mixture? That is so insane to me. And if you add oil to this, boom, you got vegan mayo. But that's for another video. I just went ahead and added in my 2 avocados. All right, and it should have a nice thick consistency just like this. That looks so good. And make sure you taste it and stuff too before you cup it up. Make sure it has enough salt, enough seasoning. Once again, I just put a little bit of sea salt and a little bit of ground mustard and a splash of fresh lemon juice. All right, we got our sauce made. Just gonna set that to the side and we're gonna plate up our stuffed avocados. This is the fun part, the best part that I love. It's just putting the filling in and just making it look so pretty. Now, there's a couple of other ways that you can do this. You can just cut the avocado in half and you can, just leave the whole avocado in there and put your filling on top. You can also just make like a quick little guac or use the avocado to make like a mixture. You could just get really creative. So I just decided to keep it simple because hearts of palm is super inexpensive and you can manipulate it and make it taste pretty much however you want it to taste. But I think this recipe would be super good with like jackfruit, maybe the chickpea tuna recipe that I have with, avocado on top. So good. Now that I got them all stuffed, I just added some jalapenos on top for garnish. And I'm just drizzling my sauce on top of my stuffed avocados. And boom, we are pretty much done. I went on top with some more seasoning, of course, because you can never have too much. And this is what we have as a finished product. This looks so good. Like, it's giving 5-star restaurant. If I'm going to a vegan restaurant or something, or even if it's not a vegan restaurant, like, this is something that y'all need to have on the menu. I bet 9 times out of 10 you already got most of these ingredients in your pantry and refrigerator, so you might as well get started. The most you probably just gonna have to do is go buy some avocados, but that's all good. I would definitely make sure that they are kind of ripe because it might be kind of hard to make if it's hard to pull out the shell. But yeah, y'all, let me know what you think about this recipe. I'm going in with some more sauce. I'm about to give it a little taste. Oh, and can't forget the microgreens. Microgreens for, of course, the aesthetic, but microgreens are so good for you too, so it won't hurt to go on with that. These will make the perfect appetizer, especially for like a party or if you just want a snack. If you're trying to think of some raw vegan recipes, this is perfect. This is a good start. And like I said, super inexpensive. We only used 2 avocados here. I used about 2 cans of heart of palm, and I still actually have some mixture left over, so I could have used like 1 can because once you cut them up, it's a lot. And yes, it tastes so good, just as I imagined. So good. I think when I make this next time, I'm gonna play around with like the sauces. Maybe make it like a spicy chipotle or something like that, but still trying to keep it, in the raw vegan category. You can also make this unique and just use like walnuts with like some taco seasoning. Maybe make like some taco stuffed avocados. Ooh, so yeah, and that's what I mean. Once you learn the basis of something or like the basis of a recipe, you can kind of just recreate it in your own way with different ingredients, and now you have like multiple recipes and multiple options. You'll never get bored. You just gotta play around and experiment. And please excuse my sniffles. My nose was like stopped up and whatever, but I was still making this video, still cooking, still enjoying the vibes. So yeah. Yeah, and I was only able to eat like one of these and a half because it was actually pretty filling. So, yeah, you don't have to worry about feeling like overly stuffed. It's super light, super healthy. If I had some hemp seeds, I would have went on top with some hemp seeds. Once again, you can get super creative with this recipe. So, please let me know what you think. Try it out. I cannot wait to see what you thought about it.